All of the industry heavyweights, the experts, the leaders. I would like to specifically commend the leadership of Core International for putting together the chairman of the occasion, the Honorable Minister of Mines, Dr. Henry Dele Alake, has been a very good steward and a very good leader of this occasion. He champions Africa for Africans. He champions the African narrative that we need to take ownership of our resources. And that is the beauty of the summit. It shows you that there's a bright future for Nigeria and investments in the energy and minerals industry in Africa. And we have seen that start, you know. There was a tour to one of the lithium processing facilities here in Abuja, being done by ASBA and Wisdom International. The chairman and CEO has been a very big support in the mineral industry here in Nigeria, and you've seen that that investment is happening. Now we're beginning to process raw materials here in Nigeria before it is being shipped to other countries. So there's beneficiation happening, and that means we're earning more in terms of economic value. We're creating more jobs in the country. And this summit, whenever you come and you see these kind of projects, it makes you realize that, okay, there's opportunities in the future, and you can also invest in this great country of ours, Nigeria.
The theme of this year, harnessing the local content, is exactly what we need in Plateau State and Nigeria. Currently what we have is a lot of the raw materials live in Nigeria and no value addition. We want to change that narrative, and Plateau State is very serious about bringing industry into Plateau State that add value to the minerals that we do have. Government is serious, and we're ready to partner our government in any way that we can to improve this industry and take it to the next level. Yes, I mean, we're not waking up to it. I mean, we know Nigeria has been known for mining for over a century, but unfortunately in the 70s we sort of retracted. But now, especially with the high demand globally, we're waking up to it, and then luckily for us, we have a federal government that is giving the industry the right attention that it needs. We're hoping that this attention would at the moment, for instance, the state government is currently, we have a team together looking at, with the improved technology, looking at all the minerals that we have in the state, especially the ones that have commercial value. And we're creating documents for investors to come in, and of course we're going to market Plateau State to the world and let them know that we're open and ready for business. We're creating, in addition to that, the enabling environment and infrastructure and so on to make sure that we're ready for investors to come into Plateau State. Well, it's been a very interesting journey, but a good journey. To be very frank with you, I wasn't in this sector before I became a commissioner, but it's been a wonderful learning experience, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I mean, I'm completely fulfilled with the role I have right now, and I'm hoping that I can turn the fortunes of the natural resource we have in Plateau State around to the benefit of our people.
AFNIS 2025, to me, it's been a great opportunity to make contact with the key stakeholders of the mining operations here in the country, and it's really an impressive moment for the country. Things are changing in the landscape of the mining sector, and I think there are good opportunities here. For us, we do the mapping part, we do the pre-competitive, so we work mostly with the government. So if the government wants to attract more investment, for us it's great, and I think that the government, with the change that has recently happened, is investing more in this kind of stuff. They want to transition from just an oil and gas production to a mining also. My message to the government of Nigeria is that they are doing great. I think the country has a lot of opportunities ahead of it, and I think the future will be amazing if we continue doing this. The challenge that we face mostly is the lack of financing, but I think that's also been taken care of. So I don't know, the next 5 years will be years of change for the country.
African Mineral Strategy Group is a continental intergovernmental agency that specializes on minerals development on the continent, especially the critical minerals that, as we know now, because of our digital economy, because of the energy transition and the defense technologies around the world, the demand for these critical minerals that include lithium, copper, cobalt, graphite has exponentially grown. But as Africa, we know we have always had a past where our minerals have been a curse rather than a blessing, where most of our continent has been exploited. We export rocks, those are raw materials. We export our wealth, but we end up importing poverty. So our mandate is to ensure that our countries are united with one single approach, that Africa will never export raw materials, that all our minerals, there must be value that is added onto them, so we can create jobs, so we can improve our communities, so we can build our industries. You can imagine we want to industrialize, but the inputs of the industries come from minerals. So we go and we sell the raw materials, and then we import the inputs, and then our products are very expensive. Our continent is blessed, but we must work together. As Africa, we must be very conscious. We must change the narrative. We have a second chance. Our forefathers got for us political independence. We must achieve economic independence. And that requires our countries to ensure that we exploit our minerals for the benefit of our people and our nation. If you look at all the areas that have conflicts in Africa, there are also areas which are rich in mineral resources. This is because people are not seeing the value that they must see. They are only being left with holes behind. I always tell a story about a Joseph, a young man in eastern Uganda who toils each and every day going through the deep shafts and holes to get gold. But when he gets his gold, he's taken through Dubai, to London, to Zurich. They add 100 times the worth. What happens to Joseph? He still remains barefoot. He's poor. He has not. There are so many Josephs out there. Our people are mining for survival. But mining should be for prosperity. And it begins with us looking at what are those 4 important things that we must do as a continent. The first one we should do is from pit to products. Wherever they get the minerals, the industry must be near there. They must create, because when you build an industry, forget even about the jobs in mining. People who work in that mine eat food. That means the farmers will get food. It means we must build roads to that place to transport. We must bring electricity. So all this value is lost whenever we don't add value. So value addition, Africa must move up the value chain.